It's incredibly confusing. It feels like every hour almost there's a new tariff that is threatened or dialed back or delayed. I haven't looked at my phone in 90 seconds, so I might have missed another tariff threat on Truth Social. But look, 20% tariffs on China, that did kick in on Tuesday. There's also 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico, excluding autos and products that are compliant with the USMCA trade agreement. 10% tariff on Canadian energy and potash, which is a compound used to make fertilizer that American farmers need. But look, there's more tariffs that are on the way. Maybe. I mean, the president has threatened to impose new tariffs on steel and aluminum imports next week. Early April, there's tariffs that loom potentially on products from the European Union. On autos, there's the reciprocal tariffs. And then later on this year, potentially tariffs on copper and lumber, timber, semiconductors. You mentioned the new tariffs that were just threatened today on Canadian dairy products as well. We've seen trade policy uncertainty just go through the roof. There's an...
Hey, I want to jump in real quick here. This shouldn't be about left or right. This should be about what's actually happening. So here's the second clip. Why don't you take a look at it?
DOGE has done in terms of cutting federal spending. There are lots of questions in terms of whether or not this is going to lead to a further slowdown. Can DOGE induce a recession with all of this cutting? And what about the tariffs and the pressure that brings to bear as well?
These tariffs, Cheryl's right on. These tariffs are really scary. And I think you're right. It has a real possibility of bringing on a recession.
When you're losing the folks over at Fox Business, wow. I thought it was important that you see that. Fox Business on the revelation that the guy who filed for bankruptcy 6 times may not be quite so genius at running the country's economy. And it's not just over at Fox. Our friend Sarah Longwell, a longtime pollster, writes in The Atlantic today that many Trump voters who picked Donald Trump over Vice President Kamala Harris because of issues like the rising cost of living may be having some buyer's remorse. She writes this, quote, Trump voters and focus groups are showing signs that they do not believe that Trump's policy priorities are about cheaper groceries. Instead, they see him getting distracted by culture war issues that won't actually improve their lives.
All right, guys. I'm not so sure about these tariffs here. I'm just being real. We need stability. These companies need stability. You can't go every 30 days. Okay? Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear from everyone. The left, the right, the center. Let me know. Thanks for watching.